and Buffaloes, we are back today with another video, and once again this is becoming a little bit of a regular occurrence on my channel right now, but we do have a dual commentary today, so without any further ado, I would like my special guest to introduce himself.
My name is Freeedo, also known as the King of Dual Comms, as of now.
As we can tell. We are with Freeedo today. Freedo's a good friend of mine. We met each other on Thunderstruck Gaming, which is Thunder 402's second channel, and since then we've become really good friends, and what we want to do today is discuss what the common perception is around a small channel, and what being a small channel is in the eyes of bigger YouTubers. So nevertheless, I'm going to let Freedo put a little bit more into it, and then we can get going.
Well, as being the yin to your yang, I believe, and my American evil accent, I think I'm going to be more blunt about these things, but a lot of small channels do suck, but a lot of them are around our size that are just like struggling to break the bubble. So there's a lot of things you got to put into consideration when you're like judging a small channel. Because if I was a viewer right now and I just stumbled onto one of my videos, one of your videos, and I just saw that it didn't have many views, like it's sort of that exponential growth type thing that you kind of just assume that it's not a party you want to go to. But yeah, that doesn't really qualify how good the videos might be.
Yeah, I think people are enticed nowadays to people that do have bigger subscribers. People look at a subscriber count and think, well, that is the be-all and end-all. If someone doesn't have a big number of subscribers, then that means that they don't have a good channel. I mean, you see it all the time. Big channels nowadays that don't get as many views as their subscriber count. I mean, I'll use Wings of Redemption as an example again. The amount of views he gets in terms of with his views and subscriber ratio, it is ridiculous, and I don't really think it says everything that there is to be said about it.
There's another thing too that I'm starting to realize, and as you know, I like to overanalyze things, but I think there is a certain percentage of people on YouTube that literally at 100% of the time hate. So let's say that like 30% of the viewing population is only there to find people to hate on. And they only want to hate on the people that's relevant because it's not fun to hate on me and you because, you know, nobody's going to care. You know, they're not going to get a rise out of anybody. We're just another one of the flock.
But do you think that that's now the only way to get big, is if you point someone else out for doing something else? I mean, as much as we don't want to get into the whole raw instinct thing, and I knew this was going to happen, I knew this was going to come up, but as soon as someone starts hating on someone, that seems to be it. They're in the spotlight. They're the ones that are going to grow, because all the attention surrounding them. What do you think?
Unsubbed, unfollowed. You mentioned raw instinct. We're sick of that. No,
oh no. Please don't.
I mean, that's half of it nowadays because, well, here's the thing. Right now, we're at I truly believe one of the lowest points of Call of Duty viewing, especially, but like gaming viewing and like YouTube right now is in kind of a slump for this community. So really latching on to any sort of events, it's a life force for the viewing audience, you know, and it's kind of weird because other mediums like TV and movies, it gets crammed down your throat with advertising. YouTube, it's completely user-controlled, and if you feel like stop watching it one day, you're not really going to miss out on anything that you don't know of. I mean, if somebody missed out in the last week, it's one of the biggest dramas that ever happened, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a give and take.
But I think there's always something that's going to be waiting. I mean, I know you said it yourself. You realised the whole Team Art Raw Instinct thing before anything came out. It's simply the fact that someone didn't have the bollocks to say it to an extent, in my opinion. I think troubles are always building up,
or to make
and then it gets to a boiling point,
it.
and then it just goes. Did you do a video?
Oh, no. I mean, like, he did a real good, like, a documentary style, you know, feed the children in Africa type video. No offense to him. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's a good thing to compare it to, but, you know, nevertheless, I don't know, I just think we seem to get a lot of hate towards us simply because there are some people that ruin it. And, you know, we were speaking about this before, about how people go and tweet their videos out to every single YouTuber, expecting them just to click on it every single time. The fact is, why would they want to click on our video? What have we done for them? And I was watching a video the other day from Wicked Shrapnel, and he was basically saying about his Subscriber Sunday series, and how, although he does this for people, he realizes that as soon as he posts a video for someone else on his Subscriber Sunday series, as soon as that's done, that's it. The other people are out, they've got what they wanted, and they're not willing to give something back to him. And although he's got 116,000 subscribers, to me it seems a little bit fishy. There's something not right about it.
Well, hand in hand too, everybody's going to be their own thing. I mean, you know, you got a guy like Thunder that helps everybody and their mom, and then a certain percentage of those people go back and start talking shit about him, or, you know, don't really like him anymore. And I don't know how Wicked Shrapnel specifically deals with this, but it might be one of those instances too where it's like, well, I helped you, where's my, you know, come back, at least be a little like friendly about my channel, give a like here and there, but
yeah,
there's not much that I
so.
can give back anyway, even with my likes. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of
true.
what I think too. So,
but I see where you're coming from. I understand exactly what you say. I mean, you know, people like us that are less than 1K, if someone with over 100,000 helps us out, for the likes of Thunder, the likes of Wicked Shrapnel, what can we physically do to them to give them any benefit in terms of YouTube, for instance? But I think it's just, it's almost as basic as it sounds. It is courtesy in a way, just to show a bit of respect for someone. It's like, well, in a way, it's respecting your elders, someone that's bigger than you, that's better than you. If they're going to do something to help you, you respect that. It's same sort of principle for me.
I mean, I try to do that too, because there's guys that have helped me along the way, or even, you know, from big to small, that I still try to just tune in to them and be aware of what they're doing, even if I don't want to actively watch them. And I'm a little frugal with my likes. I don't really like to toss likes around to anything, but I still want to help there and be there. I mean, the list is growing of people who are helping me. It's probably gonna be enough. If I reach 100,000 or 100 subs, 1,000 subs, man, I can't even do math. See, I don't do math, English major, any numbers get boggled in my mind. But if I reach 1,000 subs, I'm sure there's going to be at least 100 people that have helped me, and I'm going to have a lot of gifts to give out come this holiday season.
Yeah, when I was doing the setup video, I was like, do I want to thank everyone that's helped me? And then I thought, no, because it's going to be like a 15-minute video, and I think YouTube's got some sort of block on those. But yeah, a lot of people help people on the way. I mean, nowadays, you can't, it's true, you can't make it without someone leaving you a like, which gets sent to Twitter, and then you suddenly boom from that. You can't get big without getting a shout out. It's as bad as people say it is, you know, for small channels like us, it is the only way, but it just depends on the way you go about it, really. You can't spam videos, you can't expect to have things come to you. You just need to put hard work into it, and, you know, I guess that's where this whole perception that small channels are bad people come from, really. People can't really be bothered to do all the work. They just expect to come on here overnight and become, you know, the next big thing.
And the worst part about that, too, and then, you know, personally, my beef with people spamming videos on Twitter, but it feels like it diminishes when I really think I have something someone would like. So, like, a bigger guy that I know him because he's big, not necessarily want to just know him because he's big, but I just know of him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a big part of his life because I've watched his videos for years, and I want to send him something, yet Timmy and Tommy are spamming him with videos constantly, so mine's 1 out of 100,000 in a given day. Yet I think it actually relates to something that YouTuber would like, because that's the way I like to tweet videos. If and when I do, it's
if you've got something that they will be definitely interested in.
Yeah. Because I mean, that personally, I think that's the best route to go, because you don't want them to look at it and say, I totally disagree with this. I mean, this is a decent example, I think, because, you know, about 4 months ago, Thunder launched my channel with my first video on TSG, and some people give me hate about this, like, well, you just say everything Thunder likes. Well, it just happens that I agree with Thunder on a lot of things, and then when I make a commentary, he heard it, and he's like, wow, this is real shit, and I was basically saying Moabs are bullshit. This is like 4 months ago when support wasn't an issue. I was calling out support. I was like, support is bullshit. I'm playing Drop Zone. Fuck Moabs. I ain't doing any of this shit.
Yeah. And now look at it. Everything's just been blown out of proportion. But I hate to have to cut this to an end. But unfortunately, we are getting pretty close to a time limit where uploads for me would be ridiculously slow. And we'd probably get to hear this at some point in 2013. So I don't know what you want to do, but maybe we should do a part 2 to this, depending on what the viewers think. What do you reckon?
I don't mind doing a part 2, a part 3, a part 6.
Amazing. Maybe even a part 54. But nevertheless, guys, I just want to say a big thank you to Freedo for, you know, doing this with me. It's been a really good experience. 9.5 minutes of, you know, pretty decent chat. And if you have enjoyed this video, leave a comment with your thoughts on how small channels are perceived. And as far as I'm aware, Freedo doesn't do outros, so I'm going to give him an option today. Freedo, do you have an outro?
I love you all. Please, like and favorite.
He loves us all. Like and favorite this video. Go and check out Freedo if you haven't already. My name's Freedo. My name's Herder of Buffalo. And we both don't do outros for this video and this video only. Thank you very much, guys. Peace.